Hello, everyone. Isn't that cool? Oh, my goodness. Hi, I'm Ann with Andale Homestead.
Hello, everyone, and happy 2026. We're a little late, but we're here. 2026. I'm Casey from Ormsby Farm, the halfway homestead.
And I'm Monica at Bland's Promised Land Ranch.
I'm Sandy with Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona.
Woohoo!
All right, y'all, we're back. Season 2. Craziness, because I was watching the other day, I was going through like photos and videos, and we have been doing hay bale. Well, we've been doing round the hay bale since 2022.
Woo! I started YouTube in 2021.
It was pretty crazy, and that y'all still like us a lot, that you come in. I mean, I'm looking at the people that are in the chat right now, and we love y'all a lot.
Yes.
Love you mucho. Miss Ann, will you say hello? I'm going to scroll back up to the top, so bear with me because that's a lot of scrolling.
Okay, that would be fantastic.
Here we go.
You know, I love saying hello to my peeps. Joe, fix it for you. Hey, Joey. Ann Philbeck, all the way from Virginia. Ann, I see that we are praying for you for tonight. Ginger from Not for Nothing Homestead, our girl, our girl. And Miss Dallas, hello, thank you for being here. And let's see, who else do we have? Cynthia Delot, all the
Yay.
way from the Netherlands. We love you, Cynthia. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Good evening. Jersey Dolphins. He said we are fire earlier today on my live. Hay Bale is fire. I love that. Just because it all adds up. Lori, our sweet, generous Lori is here tonight. Penny Ortiz. Good evening, my darling. We're all crazy about you. I still need to see some aprons there, Monica. I know you got some. Troy Sutton. Hey, honey. I got to meet him in person on somebody else's live the other day. Hey, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. That was good. I mean, we were on the same panel. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Jeannie, oh, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. She was new to my live this morning, so I'm so thrilled that you're here. There's our man, the mod father. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. What about Bob? Robin Hood Homestead. Bob, so glad to see you tonight. And Tamra, welcome back to a live, she says. Yes, y'all, it's us. We're for real this time. Isn't that great? And James Howell, y'all, Shade Tree Cook. We're so glad you're here, James. Thank you. Lone Cross Scotty. Now he has a regular name tonight. That's wonderful. And Tamra, we're thrilled that you're here. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, Miss Rita from Prayer Mountain Homestead. She's got a new puppy too, but hers is a big dog.
Oh.
Judy Polka. Well, hey, sugar, how are you? Now, we did get to see each other and dance together in real life. Auntie's World, Lynette Lawrence. I'm so glad you're here, Lynette. Thank you. The Moose. How fun. I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. And Chris Smith. Howdy from Wiley, Texas. Berry, you're a Mary, Berry. We're glad to have you. Beverly Moffett, how do? How are you, honey? Yay! Thank you all for being here.
Yes.
It tickles our fancy so much.
It does. It hurt my finger having to press that many times. I'm going to have to start working out my presser finger or something. You know?
Our friends like to come in and say hello.
Yeah.
I love it.
We love that y'all come in and say hello. And y'all, we are excited because season 2 is going to be a little bit different than we've done in the past. One, we will have no pre-recorded podcasts. This will be our podcast. Every single week, we are going to go live. Hello, YouTube Police. And do you want to say hello right there?
Peace. YouTube Police 29. We know you're built, Luke. We're so glad to have you here, honey.
But we are going to be going live, and we're going to be doing a couple different segments. So we're going to be doing kind of some fun, different things this season, just so we can interact with y'all more live, since we love y'all coming in live and talking with us.
Yeah.
And so every single week, you'll have 4 different segments, from the four of us. And I'm really excited because I am going to throw out my segment first. So after we say hello to everybody, you'll do a segment with me called Cooking with Cayce. Hey everyone, it's Cayce from Ormsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead. So on my segment, we're going to be doing Cooking with Cayce. And it's not what you think. We're not just going to be talking about cooking. What I'm going to be doing in my 2 to 3 minute segment is I'm going to talk about how you can achieve the $2 meal. One thing that I take big pride in is my canning and my meal prepping. And we're going to talk about different ways that you can vacuum seal, can, freeze, different meals to get you that $2 meal per person. But we're also going to be testing out some fun products. So you're not going to want to miss it because every single week I'm going to be talking about new ways to vacuum seal, to can, that I enjoy. And also I'm going to be giving you new products that I think you should try. So you make sure to tune in every single Tuesday for Anne's segment, Monica's segment, Sandy's segment, and mine. And we are so excited to be doing this season 2. And we're so excited that you've come and joined us. So I will see you next week on the very first Cooking with Cayce.
That was awesome. Good job, Cayce.
Love it.
So yes, I'm excited to be doing this. I didn't want it to just be kind of a cooking thing. I wanted to, one thing that I've learned, and I've really pulled little tips from all 3 of you ladies on the panel on how to prep and budget your money the best way you can. And that's what I hope I bring to my Cooking with Cayce, is how you can prep to save money in the long run. Whether you're a family of 1 or you're a family of 900,
Like
you should be like the Blands. You should be able to budget your money to where you can have that $2 meal and times however many days in the month and save some money. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm excited.
I'm excited that we're going longer, that we're going to have an hour show. We have had a number of requests for that they're going, I'm just getting into it. I just got like 8 more questions. And then you guys say, well, our 30 minutes are up. So.
Right. And that's a good thing, is that we now are kind of doing it on a whim. We're talking about our topic is going to be chosen by fate. Really, by AI, I think, is what we should say. Yeah. And for the next 2 months, we're going to be talking about prepping. It's the big thing that's Googled right now. And what we're going to do every single episode is we're going to have this handy dandy spinner right here beside all of us. And what I'm going to do is we'll click on it, and that will decide our topic for the night that we talk about. And this is for the next 9 weeks. So, Anne, can you give me like a 3, 2, 1, and I'll press the button?
Okay, let's get ready to rumble. 3, 2, 1, boop. Let's go. Let's see what our topic is tonight. Isn't that going to be fun? Figure it out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not one that was expected. That's for sure.
That
was
wasn't.
not expected. No, and I've never incubated eggs before. However,
Really?
no, I do have an egg incubator. Thanks to a friendly person that's in the chat, I have an egg incubator down here beside me, and I need to incubate some eggs because my girls are getting older. We only have 4, and I would like.
Yeah, but you have a boy. Do you have a rooster?
No.
I don't have a boy. So Cayce's going to send me some eggs, and somebody will send me some eggs, and we'll get those.
Just put out the call. All you have to do is say, I'm ready for eggs, y'all. Who wants to send me some? And then just watch the eggs come flooding in.
Anne's going to have like 60 eggs to incubate now.
There was somebody that did that.
12.
Yeah.
I will tell you, Anne, I will send you as many eggs as you want.
Okay, buddy.
Because come March, my girls, in both my egg layers and my meat chicken side, my American breasts, they're like, hey, Dad, BTW, I'm going to start laying like 7 dozen a day. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And I never am.
I need to come get some so bad. I want to get some of those American brass eggs. I need.
No, we did an incubating eggs episode. The 4 of us did it, I think maybe 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
I love incubating eggs. So Anne has not. I have incubated many eggs.
I'm sure
Monica, I
Sandy.
know you have because you
Monica
do
has
it
an
on the
incubator
regs.
going on all the time, 24/7. Just
I
about.
I accidentally incubated that emu egg from Jake. Jake's like, take the egg. And I was like, I
Are we
don't want
saying
this egg.
accidental? Are we saying
No,
accidental?
it
As a
literally
husband?
was accidental. He handed
Okay.
us this egg, and Eric was like, oh, yeah, we'll take it. And I was like, well, and he's like, Jake was like, my incubators are full. Just put it in your incubator. The problem is the emu eggs are not like turkey and chicken and duck eggs, right? They have, or goose eggs, right? When you put those other eggs in, they have special, oh, look at that, Jersey Dolphins. That's so
Thank
sweet.
you. That's very
Oh, I
kind.
love that. But they
Thank
have specific times. So when you put some duck eggs in, in 28 days, you're going to have hatchlings, right? You're going to have little baby
Right?
ducks. Or chickens, 21 days. If you're dealing with goslings and all the other ones, you're going to look at that 28 to 32, 35 days, depending on when it is, right? No, emus, they still can't tell you for sure. They can
Oh.
say around 65 days. And
Oh,
you do research and they're like, could be 65, could be 68, could be 60. They still can't tell you for sure. Like they just can't. So you just got to put it in and hope for the best.
oh my goodness. So Sandy, thank you, Belt Lou. That's so sweet, Gary. Thank you. Sandy, you have incubated eggs.
Oh, yeah. 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 I have a couple different kinds of incubators. I have a big one that's made out of styrofoam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it has the element and the racks and it rotates them all by themselves. Then I have this new one that I haven't used yet. And I'm so sad that I'm not up in Wyoming because I have an extra one and we could have given it away.
Oh, that's so
So we'll have to
sweet.
do that later when I get back to
Yes.
Wyoming.
Let me tell you, incubating is so fun. And I saw that message from Penny Ortiz that she wants to learn everything on this topic. Let me tell you, it is probably the most fun homesteading activity that you can do. Now, there are a couple pointers that you really do need to make sure you listen in, taking notes kind of thing, because I decided I wanted to incubate here at this new homestead. And I didn't follow even some of my rules that I was saying on the video. And my hatch rate was
way down.
It was way down.
Yeah.
Like what you want to make sure that you do, they have to make sure that they rotate. You got to make sure the humidity is right and the temperature is right.
Right.
If those are good, then you will have a good hatch rate. Because yes. 100%. If you have those
but
three,
you don't have to like agonize about it. Okay. So like it's just important to be watching it, but don't like lose your junk if the humidity was way off one day and you were like, oh no,
most of my junk is right on the edge these days. So I don't know.
All right, Casey, keep finishing what you're saying though.
No, I'm still talking about Miss Ann's junk being on the edge. But no, with the humidity was my biggest thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of the incubators now have the turner, the automatic turner that's in it. So you don't have to worry about that part. And I don't have to worry about that part. Mine actually turns. Also, now correct me if I'm wrong, because my numbers may be a little off, Sandy and Monica. But once a male rooster, because I'm going to say it, this is very controversial. To have fertile eggs, you have to have a hen, you have to have a rooster. You cannot, there is no two hens don't make a fertile egg. Two roosters, you don't have any eggs. So you
How
need.
was that controversial? I'm sorry. How was that controversial?
Monica, you'd be surprised. We probably still are going to get some comments, but you need a rooster, you need a hen. Okay.
Thanks.
When you see that rooster do his thing to the hen, it can last up to 2 weeks. So once you see him on there, 14 days is what I've been told. Is it correct? We're being serious, Monica. It's 14 days that egg should be fertile. Every egg that chicken lays should be somewhat fertile for the 14 days.
So I've heard
14 days from
that
the
The
thank them
act,
when they've
let's
done
just,
it.
so
Yeah.
let's just say I have hens and I have hens and I have roosters, and my rooster gets gone because of dog attacks, which has happened here. I had a
Mhm.
rooster just disappear. He was protecting some lady friends of his. He
Mhm.
got gone. 2 of his ladies were gone, and there was 3 or 4 ladies left. I proceeded to collect those eggs for the next 10 to 14 days. And I actually collected for 10 because I heard your hatch rate, it was better at 10 days, the first 10 days.
10
And I
days.
wasn't
Okay.
sure about the full 14. But yes, 10 to 14 is what I had heard. 14 is like the stretchest of what, but that solid 10 days, I knew I was getting fertile eggs. And I had actually cracked a few to test to see they were still fertile 10 days
Okay.
later. So it gives you time to grab up those eggs because my boy was amazing and I wanted his.
Finance, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
so great and I wanted his bloodline, if that, so yeah, it wasn't KFC. It was some fox got to it, but he lived a good life, but he went out fighting. You could tell he went out fighting. He got KO'd is what I guess.
Okay.
You got your instructions, Miss Ann. Do you have a
Well,
little round one or do you have?
This is the stickers to
That's the
tell you like
timeline.
the
Yeah.
21 days.
Uh-huh.
I guess you mark them. I don't know. Jesse just put in there, read the instructions, Miss Ann.
Is there a picture of it right there on the front, Miss Ann? Oh yeah, look at that one. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's a
And
good
then
one.
and you can keep the styrofoam outside thing. You can put it in there as well, I
Yeah.
understand. But it looks like it's an automatic turner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of them are these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And online, it says that some can last up to 3 weeks.
Okay.
That,
The
that
fertilization.
Yeah.
He did
fertilization
the same
inside the
thing hard.
hen
Yeah.
Mhm.
can sometimes, and I think that varies with chickens too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. With the
Like
breed
how
of
old
chickens or
your chickens are, maybe, yeah. How often they
Yeah.
lay eggs.
Right.
Maybe how hardy your rooster is.
Now, let me tell you,
Well,
speaking of hardy, yeah, my American breast rooster. So my American breast, they're named the Jacksons.
Mhm.
Because they're my baby mama, baby daddies for my meat chickens. And Michael Jackson is the baby daddy. He is my rooster. When I tell you he is a good rooster because he will not leave them ladies alone. When I say he has 7 girlfriends and he hangs out with all 7 girlfriends the same amount of time every single day. So I know the eggs that I get from the girls are going to be fertile. Now, my
okay.
egg layers, sometime Andy wants to be like, hey, I'm on vacation. I don't really want to deal with these women
Oh.
today. So I'm just going to
Uh-oh.
chill up. So I don't always know if those eggs, but if you see
He has a harem.
The thing.
the thing, you know that you have 10 to 14 to possibly 3 weeks, depending on the chicken, of fertile eggs, even if that rooster meets Jesus by accident.
Yeah,
Okay, let me
my kids always say they're doing their business. You can
Yeah.
see them when they're
Okay.
doing their business over
You
there.
very
Well,
much can.
I don't have a rooster, so I won't be seeing any business anywhere. But
No.
Yeah.
when I will get some fertile
Mhm.
eggs from somebody that
Mhm.
has some boys.
Mhm.
And, when we get our eggs from the coop, we set them on the kitchen table for
Hmm?
weeks, really, before we eat them. Do you have to, when you get them, do you have to put them right in an incubator if you're going to incubate those eggs?
I do 10 days. No more than 10 days.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that's
some hens are
Mhm.
very they like to sit on the eggs.
Yeah.
So if you got one that's like that, take advantage of it. If you can't put them in the
Mhm.
incubator right away, you can just put those eggs under her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some mamas go broody, and if you see a broody
Yeah.
mama, you take full
Mhm.
advantage of her.
Yep.
You're like, oh, hey,
Well,
you want to do this? Okay,
Mhm.
that's fine. So
well,
immediately she's on welfare, and I feed her in her coop. Like I
well,
just,
it's been a number of years that we've had these girls, and nobody's sat on any eggs. They're
yeah.
like, bloop, okay, it's yours. So, I
Yeah.
don't know that they would.
And when you go to do your first set of incubated eggs, the one thing I would, you got your humidity, you got your all of that stuff, but don't take those chicks out too early. You know,
Mm-mm.
there are people that take them out. They've just hatched and they want to hold them.
Yeah.
You're probably going to kill that little chick. Let them stay
Oh,
in there for a little bit. They're
okay.
all wet and, you know,
Yucky.
yeah.
Okay. And Tamara's saying, at what point do you candle the eggs to see what's going on? Make sure that you know, that they're really viable.
I do 6 days. I don't know
I
about
was going to
y'all.
say 7. So,
So
yeah.
I go about 10 days because I do a lot of turkeys, and
Oh yeah,
turkeys are very hard to see really
very.
early. I got a solid 10, and sometimes if I see no movement, I've got to see a very obvious ring of death before I throw an egg out.
Right.
A ring of death is when you hold up an egg, you'll see a very clear in the egg, you'll see a ring that will show. Yeah. So there's different ways to look. And there's like almost like this red outline. And it almost looks like just a ring and it's empty. It's like nothing inside, or there's a black spot inside. You'll know what it when you see it. You could even Google, incubating, or looking at eggs and just ring of death, and you'll see it's very obvious when it's there. But if I don't see that, I usually keep them in there a lot longer because I just
Me
want to
too.
make sure. Um,
Okay.
and some
Now,
darker eggs are really hard to see, and so that's one of those things you have to be mindful of. If you have a
mhm.
darker shell, you may not be able to candle and see very
Really?
adequately. I mean, I've had really dark, like the cuckoo Moran, like you have a real dark Moran egg, you really can't see inside those eggs. They're really
Right.
hard to see inside. You just have to
Oh,
set it and walk away and say, you're going to do great. And 21 days later, come back and
Yeah.
open it.
Now,
thanks, Carrie. Love to you too.
And I'll tell you, probably the newer of the three of us that have incubated eggs, when you candle it for the first time, I was so nervous. I even called Monica like all the time. I was like,
I'm
"What?
gonna have
What
to
am I?
FaceTime you guys. You're gonna
What am I
be
looking
ready.
for?" No,
Yeah.
you will know, Anne. There,
Yeah.
you'll see this little speck.
It's
Um,
magical. It's so
it's so
magical.
magical, and then you see veins coming from the
Mhm.
speck out,
And you see the little heart
Oh my
beating.
and
god.
you can see it pulse.
You
And
see the
Oh
little
my
heart.
gosh.
Yeah.
And see, I'm like Monica.
Mhm.
So if I don't see that, so if I see that at 6 days, I go ahead and I put a check mark on the top of the egg,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
just because I want to know going forward that yes, that egg is definitely fertile. It's
Yeah.
growing a baby. If I'm
Okay.
questionable, I'll put a circle in it. And that means I'm going to go check it maybe 10, maybe 12 days to see if I see something in there. A lot of the times at 10 and 12 days, you can actually start seeing a body that's in there.
Yeah.
Now it's more of a shadow, so you
It's
can't necessarily see the body full.
but you'll see it move and like,
Uh-huh. And then you check it again. If I see just empty red air,
Mm.
I know that it's probably not fertile. I'll put an X on it, but I'll check it
Mhm.
again in a couple days. I don't leave it past 10 days in there only because if there's a crack, the
It's gonna be bad.
smell is
Yeah.
awful. You have it in 100-degree temperature of
Mhm.
an egg. It smells, it's just awful.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
So Ann Philbeck says, "What life rate is an incubator?"
I don't
I'm
know
not
what that means.
Oh,
exactly sure what you mean. Do you know, Sandy, what she
I
means?
think she's asking how long will your incubator last?
Oh,
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 Like my styrofoam one, I bet you I have had that for 18 years.
yeah. I
wow.
was gonna say I have
sure.
a styrofoam one that was given to me by a friend of mine, and it's probably about 15 years old. And then I have 3. Eric's not watching this. I have 3 of my own that I have bought over the years. He knows I have a bunch of incubators. But anyway, but I have 3 different types of them. I have like the yellow one, I have the white one, and then I have my oldest white one. It's like kind of a square, and they all do different things. And a couple of them actually haven't been working that great. But I think it's how often you use it, how frequently you use it as well. Some of the newer incubators, I think are not. I think it's really about how often you use it and how well you clean it afterwards, because that
Yes.
motor,
Oh,
there's
Mhm.
little okay, so one of the things Miss Sandy said was, right, when the baby hatches, you're gonna leave that baby in there for I have left babies in there for up to 48 hours, actually. You can leave
I
them
do
up for
48. Mhm.
you can leave them for 24, and then at 24, you need to give them a little bit of water.
Mhm.
give 'em a little water. So I give mine some water, and then I will put them back in there with a little cup of water or a little something, just kind of give them some water, and then I pull it out. They only need a little bit of something to drink, but I leave them in there until, I mean, they're fully fluffed. The only reason why I've left them in there
Yeah.
48 hours is because I didn't have a brooder separate for them at the time. And I wanted them to, by leaving one in there, little chickie Timmy will encourage all his little siblings to hatch out.
Oh,
So
okay.
you always want to leave one little guy in there because he'll just walk around and be like, beep, 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 beep. And then everybody else will be like, oh, I want to come to the party.
Right.
And that will encourage them. They literally do.
Yeah.
Plus, because they are social, they really are social, and they want to be around one another. I use incubators too sometimes when I have sick chicks. If I have a chicken that's gotten attacked, or it needs to be separated, or it's wet, it's gotten damp or something like that, I will literally bring it in, put it in a warm incubator, and I have watched chickens come back to life in incubators.
Yeah.
But my incubators get a hurtin put on it. My life is an incubator. I only have 3, and then one of them's not technically mine, but it's like given anyway. But yeah, I use mine a lot. I was banned from using it last year as much as I normally do.
Well, I will say also, when you order, if you order it from the Amazon, when I ordered mine, they do ask now, do you want a warranty? And it's 3 or 5 year warranty that you can get it. The 3 year is like $5.95, and the 5 year is like almost $8. It is worth getting that warranty. Because
I thought you said $5.95, like $595, and I ain't
no,
buying that
no,
one.
$5.95.
Yeah. Worth
it. It is worth it because I have had to send in my incubator once, and that was because I didn't properly clean it out, because you don't know. I think there should be more videos on YouTube on how to properly clean out that incubator after you hatch all the chickens, because it gets nasty. And when I was doing incubating, our friend Lisa over at Yogi Hollow, she has like a lockdown. Monica knows she's like super locked down.
Yeah.
48 hours, nobody comes out. And you get from a wet little thing, chicken, to this little chicken nugget fluff ball.
Fluff balls.
They're
Yes.
so cute. But
what if I get like 8 roosters? Ginger said she had 80% hatch rate, and it was even 90% sometime, and 80% of the 90% turned out to be roosters.
That's called life, Miss Ann.
Yeah.
You'll get that many.
Yeah.
You eat them.
And then sometimes you'll get all girls.
That would be good.
Yeah.
And
we actually ended up doing that last year with our turkeys. We wanted boys, and we had so many.
Not all girls.
And then all the ones that lived, all the boys decided they wanted to like give up their life early. And all the ones that lived were girls minus 3 boys. I need one to keep doing his business.
Yeah.
And the other 2 we took for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we had to process a girl. That was the first time we had to process a girl in 3 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because,
well, one thing to think of, that you want to incubate your eggs, and you got to have the rooster and the hen. But if that rooster is just a little more too aggressive, that those girls are already fertilized, and those eggs are good for 10, 14 days. You can always take the rooster out of there for a while, so those girls have some quiet time. Because sometimes it's just that way. And I've known people that have had to have chicken dinner or from that rooster because of the aggressiveness of it.
Right.
So you got to have this balance, and you're going to get eggs from those girls no matter what. It's just how many eggs can you incubate?
Right.
Or you want to incubate.
I don't want to incubate a whole bunch.
But remember, so sometimes you want to do a little bit more than you would expect to. Because if you only want, let's just say you only want 5 or 6, you just want to replace 5 of the girls, right? You have 5 girls, they're getting a little older. You just want to replace the 5. You have to overcompensate a little bit, right? You're going to have to put in 20 eggs. Okay. Yes, because what you're going to do is you're going to put 20 eggs in. You'll get, let's just say you get 15. Maybe you get super fortunate and you get 20 eggs hatch out of that 20. I mean, 18 eggs hatch out of that 20. Out of the 18 that hatch, you're probably going to lose 1 or 2 off the bat. Maybe not. If you do, you're down to 15 or so. You're going to get half of them are going to be boys. 7 out of,
Oh,
you're looking at 7 or 8 boys, 7 or 8 girls. Now you pick your favorite 5. You pick the ones that are
Oh,
sweet, the ones that are a little more gentle with you. You pick the ones that are a little more friendly, the one that
mhm.
hops in your hand. You're like, that's mine. You pick the one that you like. I mean, that's just reality. You pick your favorites, and the rest of them, you sell or you eat.
yeah.
And that's another reality of it. Is
It is.
that's one of our topics on our spinning wheel
Yeah.
is continuous meat. And
Yes.
that's how you
Mhm.
get continuous meat. Now, are
Yes.
those roosters going to be as big as meat chickens? No, but they will be good to can into some chicken soup or shredded
Absolutely.
chicken. And that's how
Right.
you continually have that meat. As Monica said,
Absolutely.
you put the 20 eggs in, one decides to out itself, and we're all down now to
Mhm.
15 eggs.
Okay.
7 are
Yeah.
roosters. Okay,
Mm.
you got 7 quarts of chicken already. There were 6
Yeah.
quarts. You
Yeah.
got 1 to continue. It's a beautiful thing, and
It
it's a
is.
great way to never have to go to the grocery store and
Mhm.
spend the ridiculous prices that they're asking for chicken.
Well, the chicken is not chicken anymore, so
And
No.
not to mention, you don't have to wait for that rooster to cock-a-doodle-doo, okay? You're
Mhm.
gonna be able to tell before he starts crowing most of the
Yeah.
time. So
okay.
what you do is you section them off, you tag them little suckers, and you watch the clock. And okay, they're gonna start crowing at such and such by this date. And
About
if you're
17 weeks, I've
yeah.
noticed.
You're gonna be smart and you're gonna be like, all right, between 3 and 4 months, I gotta get rid of these suckers. So you're gonna mark it. They were
Mhm.
born in April, so that means May, June, July. I gotta get rid of them by the end of July, or I'm gonna be in trouble because someone's gonna hear some roostering over
Yeah, because
here.
they're
Right.
not supposed to have
So you
roosters.
just mark it down, and by mid-July, you're done with the roosters, and you have a day. And even if they're smallish, it doesn't matter because you know why? Because lots of birds are small. Okay, just
Right.
because they're small doesn't mean they're not good. It's
Right.
fine.
Okay.
You might still have to. Yes, sickle feathers come out quicker than the crows from the rooster. Yes, they will.
And it's
They will. You'll know.
okay. And Paul
So
Case said chickens are my emotional support animals.
the
Well,
fried
fried
chicken is.
chicken. Yes.
Now I want to ask Monica and Sandy.
Well, I don't know.
When have y'all learned to notice whether it's a hen or a rooster? I was told at 3 weeks you can 90% tell whether it's a hen or a rooster at 3
Well, how
weeks.
do they do it? I mean, at Tractor Supply, you go in there and they say it's been sexed.
Let's not get on Tractor Supply because
They
Okay.
get a lot of times you get sex link chickens. When you
yeah,
get sex link chicken, they have different markings on them. You can tell right away if they're boys or girls.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't really care about that. I don't care if they're roosters or hens because I don't mind because I can keep what I want. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
In some breeds, um, the wing feathers, are longer in certain sections
Yeah.
of that wing on a boy than they are on a girl. So,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, people that, like Murray McMurray, they, those people have done so many baby
Mhm.
chicks
Yeah.
and still sometimes they're wrong, but for the most part, they're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Uh-huh.
think it just depends. The more you are around those babies versus getting chickens that are farther along, the easier it is for you to tell if it's a boy or girl. And some breeds, it's easier to tell
Yeah.
if it's a boy or a girl.
I'll tell you,
Okay.
American breast is very easy, and that's the eggs you'll get from me are American breasts. And by 4 weeks, you can tell because the boys' legs get blue faster. So
Oh.
when their legs start turning blue, you're like, you a dude.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we can't have dudes here at the Andale Homestead.
Yeah.
No,
So,
no, we can't.
And it's easy. You mark them and you just
uh-huh,
move on. You say, okay, that one's gonna, I will not get that one attached. I will not get attached to that one. That's
Yeah.
what you
yeah,
do.
Yeah.
And I mean, because look, I mean, I had how was easy Elijah? I mean, Simeon, he was what, 9 years old coming to your farm, Casey,
yep.
helping you decide, hey, that one's a girl, that one's a girl, that one's a boy, that one's probably a girl.
Mhm.
I mean, you can tell when you're looking at certain ones, especially if you've been around them enough.
Okay.
And
You
I'll leave
can,
that video down because it actually is a very good video. Monica and Simeon came to my farm and helped me sext my
no.
he helped me sex my turkeys. And he was amazing. like he was better than me, a grown adult.
Because he's been around turkeys for so long, and
Mhm.
that's his animal, right? That's his one he
Mhm.
follows through, and he'll look and say, okay, that one's looking like it's got a bigger comb, or that little waddle's coming in, or that one's getting a beard. And so he can look at a turkey and tell. Chickens and ducks, not no much. Ducks are easy to tell if it's a boy or girl. Ducks, once they get to that age, they'll start to, girls will quack and the boys will whap, 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 and they'll just make the little raspy sound. So when it
Mm.
comes to ducks, if you ever hear a quacking duck, a loud quacker, that's a
Mhm.
girl. Boys don't
Mhm.
sound like that.
Oh, you
And they
mean
have little
like
curls on their tail.
white ducks?
There's any duck. If you hear a duck and it's whack, 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 that's a girl. Always. That's a girl.
Well, mallards, the girls and the boys, the mallards, because the mallards are the colorful ones and the
Yeah.
girls are just brown. And
Yeah.
because we have them come in the backyard,
Yeah.
they all are quackers.
And
Well,
for chickens, the boys are always going to be prettier colors too. I've noticed that
Yeah.
that boys are going to be prettier
Yeah.
looking the colors than the girls. The girls are going to be more
Yep.
subdued.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and that's a lot of in nature is like that.
Mhm.
right, right. All right. So Sandy, I get my eggs. I do I set up the incubator first to get like the humidity right and all that
I
stuff?
think so. I think you should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I set up the humidity, the thing.
Yeah.
Then I get ready to play the incubator. Then I get ready to place the eggs in there.
Right.
And the 21 days for chickens starts then. Is that
Mhm.
right? And you can candle them at like 6 to 10 days. After 14 days, if you candle them and you don't see nothing, then it ain't going to be nothing and you need to get it out of there, right?
I think you should wait a little bit longer than that, but
Okay.
I leave mine in. I look at mine though. I'm not a hands-off gal. That's just me. I can't. I'm too touchy with it. I watch them because they rotate. So I watch. If I see a crack, then we will talk. But as
Yeah.
long as they're not cracked, I keep them in there. I mean, if 21 days is the little bing, they should be cracked out and hatched. I'll leave mine until they're like 28 days. And I'll be like, all right, you definitely not
Oh.
coming now. Like I
Mhm.
leave mine a week later because I'm like, something might be off. I'm not nature.
Yeah.
I'm not God.
Right.
And just because I'm incubating eggs, I don't pretend to be God. I'm going to let the Lord work this out for me. So I leave mine in there too. It looks like Sandy's with me on that one. I leave mine in
Yeah.
there. Do you leave yours in there the whole time?
I do because I don't touch mine or open it very often. I mean,
I'm
that's
bad.
it's just preference, I mean, I'm really dry where I am in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And every time I would open that, then that humidity has to build itself back up,
Yeah.
where you're probably more humid than I am.
We're
Yeah.
very humid
And so
here.
I think that makes a difference. And um and is your new one, does it rotate?
I
By
think so. It looks like it does. And it's got
because
really
that
good
is a lifesaver, having
It is.
it
Oh,
rotate,
yeah.
you
I'm
know.
pretty sure it does. Days, light up, temperature, humidity, blah, blah, blah. Blahzy, blahzy, blah. Egg turning slot. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have a certain amount of days, but if you bought them through the mail,
Mm-hmm.
how many days was it from when they hatched to you got to your house? So there's always a fluctuation on that total amount of days sometimes. And
Yeah.
it's really cool when you get eggs in the mail. They got this styrofoam, they got these holes in the styrofoam, and the
Yeah.
eggs sit right down in there.
That's
Mhm.
so
And
cool.
and
Yeah.
if you get quail eggs in the mail, it's all these little tiny holes
That's
and all
so
these little
cute.
tiny cute quail eggs in there. And people that can't have chickens can usually get away with quail because they're not as noisy.
Yep.
They lay like crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, it is smaller, but I like quail eggs.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Inkwell meat is good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember, I never forget watching Jake from Nunny, Texas on the back 20. He literally went out for one of these collaborations he did. He said, excuse me, let me go to the grocery store. And he walked out his door, walked down to his pasture where his quails were, reached inside, grabbed a quail and said, time to go back inside. And he pulled the quail out of the cage, walked inside. And then the next thing you know, you see the quail being eaten on his plate made. And I'm like,
Okay.
that's the freshest meat you can go with. I mean, but but they're small, but they're very high in protein. Like they're really good for you.
Yeah.
And you can eat one quail, whereas you're buying stuff in the store and it's packed with so much, it's so nutrient dense that you're not going to eat a lot of it.
No.
Okay.
You only need so much to fill you up. When you're eating good nutrient dense food.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Christine said, Christine from Mrs. Gillum Farm says somebody needs to tell her husband she needs some eggs in the mail for Valentine's Day.
Just come down and get some farm eggs from me, Christine.
Okay, I have a really weird question that might gross people out, but I want to know. So you have your 20 eggs in the incubator, and 15 of them hatch, and you go 26 days, and you still got 5 in there, and they're not going to hatch. Can you eat them? Those eggs?
No, but I thought you were going to ask if you could open them up, because
don't do that.
You don't want to open them either, because it's like leaving eggs out in the heat or something, right? You're heating those eggs, so they just basically
cooked sort of.
They're getting rotten inside.
Rotten, yeah.
Really?
So cooked.
Yeah, the only time I've ever opened up eggs that have been in my incubator is when I've had an egg that looked viable, meaning it has the check mark at 10 days and it keeps going and I'm seeing movement, and they go into that final few days and then all of a sudden it doesn't hatch. I see no more movement and it's gone. At the very end, poultry will give up their life at the very end sometimes. Sometimes they struggle to get out. Sometimes they'll pip that little crack and they just take too long to hatch.
They get too tired.
They get exhausted.
And you can't help them, right? You're not supposed to help them.
Monica does.
Why you throw me out of the bus, Casey?
Because I did it once. Now listen, story time. So Monica, when I FaceTimed her the first time I incubated, I was like, no, what do you do if you see them starting to pick? Like, I've heard that you shouldn't help them out. They need to do it survival of the fittest.
Because you hurt them or something.
Monica says, nah, brah. I open it up, I crack that egg, I pull them out, and I put them back in the incubator. We had one that he pecked, and he just could not get it through. And I'm watching it like every hour. I'm like,
it would be so hard to not help.
So I pulled it out. I cracked the egg. Very easily, you can peel the eggshell away from the chick.
You have to be very gentle.
Very, very gentle with it.
Really know what you're doing.
And we put him down, and he survived. And he was a boy. He ended up being a boy. Even though I wanted to keep him, we had to
let him go.
Yeah,
sometimes we still don't make it, but I can't not try.
Right.
Yeah, but don't be surprised. Like sometimes they'll peck through.
Oh yeah.
And then they have to go to sleep for a while. It was a lot of work. Just because you have to give it some time. Let them do what they're supposed to do. But if say he's pecking away, she's pecking away, and then she goes to sleep for, a few hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay. But if it looks like it's taking way too long, help it,
Yeah. Oh, I'm good at that. I'm good at helping.
So what happens is when a chick is ready to hatch, they have like a little, it's called an egg tooth. It's at the tip of their beak. And that's only there for when they pip. And that's there only so they can break through the inner membrane. And once it breaks through the inner membrane, now they're like using that air sac and they're breathing in that air and they're trying and trying and trying. And finally, after they break through the air sac, which you can see if you candle it when you're not supposed to, then you can see they break through the air sac. Now, if you're watching that and you don't put it on lockdown, you can see that they break through the air sac and sometimes they die before they can break through the shell. But not on my watch. Not on my watch. I'm cracking a little hole in there because I'm too hands-on for people. But then they pip. They make a little, it's a little triangle shape usually, boop, and they pip through the shell.
Yeah.
And at that point, that's where they're like, bro, this is exhausting. I mean, it's like labor. They have to get from point A to point B. You can't just be like, oh, the baby's starting. I've got to go from 0 to 10 now. That doesn't happen.
Right.
It takes time. That baby is hatching. It is a labor. It is
Okay.
a thing. So we have to remember that all chicks are laboring through that moment where they have to bust through that egg, and they have to simultaneously pip in one area, and then they have to cut. They're spinning in their egg. They have to cut an entire opening for themselves. They will make an open. They will pip, 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 pip around the whole top of the shell so they can pop out.
Mhm.
If you ever watch hatching videos, you'll see there's almost like a scoring. They score that entire,
Right.
and
Okay.
then they pop out. They can't just do that if they're in one spot. They have to rotate
Yeah.
around.
Right. Right.
So they're
When
moving.
does
It
their
is
little thingy
Oh.
on their beak go away? The
like
little so
day
that they
2.
can
It just goes
Oh,
away.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. It just bloop, you're like looking, you're like, oh, it's gone now. So that's
Mhm.
actually another way to tell too. If a mama hen comes out of her coop and she's like, look at me, and she's got all these babies, and you're like, girl, how long you been hiding them babies? If you see some with egg teeth, like the little egg tooth on their nose, you'll know, okay, you got a few newbies in there. You've been hiding them for too long. That's usually
Okay.
how I tell, and my girls don't get too much shame. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of work. So you have
It
to give
is.
them some time.
Yeah. If you're a homesteader out there, you're listening to us, um, incubating eggs and selling those chicks can be a great addition to your homestead, money wise. My friend in Missouri,
Thank you,
she
James.
has started that, and she is seriously has such a demand for fertilized eggs that she's actually hatching, and she's just getting great reviews from doing it.
Okay, that's good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I wanna go through the process, though.
Oh,
I
you
wanna
should.
try it. And I think that this time will be good, because it'll be an and thing. Worth won't be around while they're forming and stuff. With his medication, he's not supposed to be around anything that's forming.
Right.
But, um, even I know. Okay. Second question. After they come out of the because we gotta go. It's not it's we've been here almost an hour and we still have some more segments to go. But real quick, do I have to have a special brooder when I get them out? I mean, last time I had a Walmart bucket with a net across and a heat lamp that
Mhm.
stuck on a chair.
Sounds good.
Yep. Check.
Okay.
Done.
Yep,
Check.
that's the brooder.
Because this
I
is a
mean,
good time. Because by the time spring, summer comes around,
yes,
they might
ma'am.
be laying.
Now, can I say before we do this, I was reached out to by a company called the Little Red Barn. Have any of y'all heard of the Little Red Barn brooder?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'll leave a link down below.
Mm.
I haven't decided on it yet, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a plastic one that folds up and down, and you can
Ooh.
put like the water and feeder and
Oh,
everything.
I've seen that. I mean,
So
I've seen it
it's
on
popular
other
on Instagram right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
And because
Thank
let
you,
me tell
honey.
you, my chicks, the ones that I have now, easily learned day 2 how to escape during the night when everybody's asleep and just sit on top of the thing. And then when you come in the morning to feed and you're like, wait, why are you on top of my brooder? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, brah. I'll get back in.
Yeah.
They'll be walking around your
do?
house and yes, walking, just chilling, living life.
Yeah,
You
they
walk
just
in your
hop
house.
right up onto
Yeah.
the edge of like if you have them in a tub or
I have them in a
a
tub. I mean, I
horse
have.
trough or whatever, and you got all these little baby
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. Yeah, no. See, I have a Walmart, like a big plastic tub that I cut a square out in the middle, so it does have. And then I laid a net over top of the bucket
Yep.
and
Mhm.
closed the lid on it, so
Yeah.
that there's netting
Mesh
and a
and stuff
ridge
there.
around
Yeah.
it, kind of
Yep.
thing. So it's a little bit harder for them.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody escape that time, but
I have to have a cover on mine because I have found chicks in the brooder hanging out with my cat. The cat will
oh,
just jump in and be like, "Oh, this heat lamp's for me, right?" And I'm like, "Not for you." And then there's like chicks like off in the corner, like,
Ah!
so, yeah. And I'm like, that's actually not going to work. So yeah, if you have cats, P.S., make sure you have a brooder with a top.
Yes.
gosh, I forgot about the puppy. I do have
Yeah.
a puppy.
Well, and that's how you
the-
train your dogs too, not to attack, where your
Right.
cat's not to attack your little baby animals. And that is the next part of being magical, training your other animals to acknowledge that these are also your animals
Right.
and they deserve respect.
Right.
Yeah. She's been real good with the big chickens, but she's she's a piece of work. Okay. Anyway, this has been fun and learning. I learned a lot. I feel more confident. How about everybody in the chat? Y'all feel more confident to know that 5 or 9? Okay. I didn't keep up with the private chat. Sorry, y'all. And
Well, you're good.
but I do feel more confident
Good.
about
And I hope that the chat takes a lot of these suggestions that we've given over incubating, and that was the way I was going to segment into our next kind of segment. I was trying to do it really smooth. Sandi, do you want to say 2 words before we start the next segment?
Well, my segment is Sandy's suggestions. And so Casey's going to do a little video that I made up and kind of explain what that's all about. Well, I'm Sandi with Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, and I am part of this great team of Hay Bale Friends. And we bring ideas, suggestions, an outlook every single week to you guys. And this year, this season, we all get to have a short little segment on each of our episodes. And mine is called Sandy's Suggestions. So I garden 2 different places. And so I'm basically gardening all year round. And with my suggestions, Sandy's Suggestions each week, we'll be talking about the garden, different things in the homestead, maybe something that I'm doing inside. It's just going to be fun little clips that each of us are going to do. And I hope you tune in and watch those. And maybe, just maybe, some of those ideas, some of the suggestions, some of our thoughts will make an impact on you. So I hope you look forward to all of our different segments. And Casey, Monica, and me all have different things that we're going to do every single week. So it is going to be a great time with Hay Bale and Friends. So this is Sandi, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. And remember, mine's called Sandy's Suggestions.
I love that. That's so awesome.
Let me tell you, I take Sandy's suggestions daily,
Up to
all the time. So this is going to be some great advice. And I just want to say also, for those that are in the chat, all of these 4 different segments, you can't just watch them on our live, because I'm also going to be putting them on our channel every single day. A new one will come out. Well, not a new one, but the one that came out during that live will come out.
Hay Bale and Friends.
You can watch it separately from the live. And if you come back to our live, there will be links. If you want to find, you're like, hey, I really enjoyed Sandy's suggestion last week. I want to watch it again, or I want to show it to a friend.
Yeah,
the link will always be in our description box. So
that's cool. That's cool. And yours too, Casey. I need to what can you do for that meal? What was that the name of that product that he used?
Right.
We'll find it on Round the Hay Bale and Friends.
Mm-hmm. So, and you know, that angle that Sandi had about her suggestions kind of ties us in to the next kind of segment. And do you want to say a little bit about yours before I put it up?
Y'all, they asked me to do a little segment on Anne's angle. And, you know, these days my brain is a little sideways, but I am working on seeing things. It's just an opportunity to maybe possibly share some fun, a little bit of wisdom every now and again, maybe a happy thought or 2, and see where we're traveling, what we're doing, what we're going on. Anne's angle. Hello, everyone. Oh, my goodness. This is exciting, right? Our first episode of 2026 live tonight. Now, what I'm supposed to do is talk to you for a minute or less about my segment that's going to be coming on the shows. It's going to be called Anne's Angles, meaning maybe my point of view about a few things around here, around life, where I'm traveling, what I think of things, what's happening in my life that might benefit you just a tad. So stick around for these things called Anne's Angles, and we'll have a little bit of fun together. Thanks. Back to Hay Bale and Friends.
I love that.
Oh, goodness.
That will be a lot of fun to get Anne's
Absolutely.
view on. I mean, because, hey, you get Tuesday in the morning, and then Anne's angle at night. I mean,
That'll be
can
pretty
you
cool.
wish for anything else? Can we
Double
just
dose
say
of
it?
Anne.
I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And, just to see, there might be something that I learned during the week that might help someone, and we can tell a story at the same time. So,
Yeah.
And also, if you like these different segments and you want to maybe give us an idea on a next segment, you can email our email address, and our production team that checks our email will send it out to all of us on which ones we email. If we don't respond back right away on our emails, just know that there's work that goes behind these emails before it's sent to all of us. But I think these are going to be a lot of fun. And one thing about this new season is that we're also going to talk about our Amazon Prime stores. We talk about it in our videos. We're always going to kind of end with things that we love. We're going to teach Anne to do an Amazon storefront. Don't you worry.
She'll get there.
We're going to get her angle just right.
That's right.
For the
you're
Amazon
dragging
storefront.
me. You're dragging me into the future. I can tell you, it's wonderful.
Mission all the way in, because a lot of people, I personally get comments. I don't know about the rest of y'all. They're like, "Hey, Cayce, that was cool what you used on that video. Where did you get it?"
Right.
These are just ways that it costs you no more money to head over. It's literally zero. It just shows Amazon, this huge company, that you came from us, and Amazon gives us a little bit of a kickback. So that we can continue making our podcasts, doing our videos on our channel, doing our Instagram page. So we really do appreciate it. So every single week we will go to talking about our Amazon storefronts, and we're going to talk about next week as well, because next week we have a whole new episode, because this has been a lot of fun. Have this new kind of feel of it.
Oh, some more fermenting, Ann Philbeck says.
That's a good idea.
sounds good.
That is a good idea.
We need to add that on our spinner wheel.
Spinner wheel. Can I say that I have never fermented before? I know that's awful. I'm a terrible homesteader. I know. I have. Anne, have you fermented before?
I've done it once, but it didn't end well.
No. Sourdough's kind of like fermenting, right?
Yeah.
It is fermenting.
It is fermenting, yeah.
Well, we saw how that worked out for me and Anne. So
I didn't. And I had clean hands. Thank y'all very much.
just FYI.
Real.
Yeah, it didn't work out well. It grew some friends in the jar. So,
But I think we should do something on fermenting, because I know that's good.
I need to learn. I absolutely need to learn. That would be great. Thank you, Jersey. Jersey said he loves the new thumbnail. That cute.
I know, it's so cute.
Isn't that cute? And
All
so
right, y'all.
after we talk about our Amazon storefronts, what we're going to end is a moment with Monica. So
Wait,
Monica,
do we have anything yet? Do we have a giveaway tonight or not?
oh my, yes, you're right.
We have a giveaway,
Yeah.
don't we?
We do have a giveaway, and it's good that Monica's here, because I was just going to slide on by.
I mean, we could just wait and do it next week. I'm just asking.
No,
it's too late. That horse has left the barn. You got to do it now.
we got to do it now.
I mean,
And
if you're still here, you deserve a giveaway.
you do well. We're still pretty strong in our viewership right now, and we appreciate y'all. And the cool thing is, we have given away, up until now, we have given away 9 things on Hay Bale and Friends so far. So we thought, for our 10th giveaway, let's give away an Amazon gift card, right? I think that kind of works. So
It
we're
does.
going to go. So all you need to do in the chat, in all capital letters,
It doesn't have. Does it have to be?
type in
Does it
rooster.
matter? Okay, no hashtag, in other words.
No
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 hashtag.
hashtag. Just type in roosters. Rooster.
Rooster, just one, because that's all you need is just rooster.
One rooster.
You just need one
There
to
you
get the
go.
thing.
Ginger's got it. Ginger's got it.
There you go.
We got a
Uh-huh.
couple of them. We got
Here we
Yeah,
go.
they're popping in.
there.
Good. Now, how much is this Amazon gift card?
We're going to give away a $10 Amazon gift card. Now, every
I like
single
it.
week when we go live, we're going to be giving away something, y'all. It may not be a gift card, but we're going to be giving away something. And it's going to be fun. And it's just showing that we appreciate y'all so much for taking time out of your day to come and chill with us.
Yeah,
On Hay
just a
Bale
little
Friends.
appreciation.
Yeah,
And that's fun. I had totally forgotten about the giveaway.
me
I
too.
think
Thanks,
we were
Monica.
gonna do,
I
like,
got
each
you.
week, right? Yeah,
Every week.
gonna pick things. And so it might be a lot of Amazon that we pick. Did not have to ship.
Amazon is
But-
easy.
Well, the Amazon, you can get stuff for your incubator
Yep.
on the
Yep.
Amazon. You can get the brooder on Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also can get that little red barn. And again, I will leave it in our show notes about
Yeah.
this new little
Oh,
brooder.
good.
It's on Amazon too.
Yes,
um,
it is. It is not cheap.
It's not cheap, but
What?
it's easy to
really
clean.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
you
looks
already
really
looked it
nice.
up?
Oh, I did look it up. I looked it up.
A little
That's-
red barn?
Monica
Yeah.
is the bomb when we're talking. She can be looking at the camera like this, and she's doing this on her phone.
That's true. Yeah, Amazon. That's true.
Amazon. All right, so we're at 20 entries, and we have 38 people in here. I'll give it a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds,
A couple more seconds, yeah. Just a minute or two.
and then Ann will tell us when to press the draw.
Y'all,
We're gonna
I'm-
put it on Ann.
I'm quite the privileged one
Now,
here. I
if
got
they're
to push
doing-
the wheel.
If they're doing
Don't
rooster,
put-
they have to be on Hay Bale and Friends to do it, correct?
I think so. Well, I think you have
So
to.
You can't. So if you're on any of our individual channels, go over to Hay Bale and Friends or go over to Round the Hay Bale
Mhm.
and type in rooster. So that way you can make
All
sure.
caps
But
too.
when
huh?
you're
All caps.
posting-
So go
Yeah,
to
all caps
Round the
and
Hay
no
Bale.
hash.
I didn't know that
Does it-
because,
or do they have? Can they stay in each?
well, when I give away things, I have YouTube and Facebook running, and both from both places come into the.
Okay, so
Um,
maybe it will because it's in
I
StreamYard.
think it picks up anybody that is streaming from this particular stream.
Well,
Okay.
we would love if you go over to the Hay Bale and Friends
I
and
didn't mean to
subscribe.
do that. We do want you to go over to Hay Bale and Friends. We do.
Go over around the Hay Bale and go
Yeah.
subscribe.
All right, Ann, what do you think?
Okay, let's get ready to do it. And so we're going to do it a countdown of 3. So we have 3, 2, 1. Boop. Let's do it. Let's see who gets it, who wins it. I will accept it from all streams, says Jesse.
There you go.
Me too. Let's see. What do we got?
Rebecca, that's
It
amazing.
couldn't go to a better person. Rebecca
I'm
touched my
telling
door.
you. And
Congrats.
Rebecca, you know what to do. Go and email us at roundthehaybale@gmail.com, and we will have it sent out right to you. Congratulations.
That's right.
We appreciate you so much coming in and supporting us, and we just love
Modding
it. So,
for us. We appreciate all of our moderators so much, all of the support that we get from everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
yes. There's the email again, just in case I took it down too soon. But how we will, after the giveaways, how we will end every single show is having a moment with Monica. So let's just say we're going to now turn it over to Monica.
I'm sorry. That just makes me laugh when I see that. I don't know why. But okay, so I just want to share a quick on my segment here. It's going to be live. So this isn't pre-recorded. This is just me to you. And I wanted to share something that it really touched me this morning. I was going about my morning and everything was going wrong. Okay. everything was going wrong. My sourdough was flopping and I felt like a big failure. And in the midst of all that, I started to get upset with myself and I started to think I can't do anything right and everything is happening and I just need to throw everything away, throw in the towel and just give up because this was it. I had been awake for hours already and nothing was going right. But I realized that what was happening was my timing was off. I spent the time focusing on the wrong things. I had over fermented the dough and my timing was off everything on the recipe, but also my timing was off with what I was doing because instead of looking at this as an opportunity to create and make things for my family, I was looking at it as that I need to, I don't know, impress somebody or do something for myself. My timing was off. And so I stopped, I took a step back and I asked God to help me in that moment. I asked him to just stop, calm my heart, take away the anxiety and the stress of whatever I was doing and give me things to fill my mind with a calm. And so at that moment, I realized that instead of pouting about my failures and my soggy sourdough, I started to pray for others. I started to pray for you all. I started to think about all the things that God had done for me throughout the week and that my husband started a new job. And I started to praise him and be thankful and started to turn around that soggy sourdough, the overproofed mess. And I realized that those soggy bagels could turn into a beautiful focaccia pizza for my son. And I really just realized that that was the moment that I had to change my morning. So the Bible actually says in Philippians 4:6, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything with prayer and pleading with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And so I turned around some soggy bread and decided to let my request be made known to God. And I prayed and I spent time with a renewed focus. And I ask that the Lord would do that for you this week. It's Tuesday. You still have a lot of days left in this week. And I hope that you spend your week focused on the good things and not the soggy sourdough that may fill your kitchen. So enjoy your week.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
That was so beautiful.
That was.
To have the focus and be able to focus was, that was a real affirmation of what I'm looking for. And so didn't come through me, came through the Lord through you. So
well, there you go.
Thank you.
Sounds like we all needed a little bit of that. So hopefully on Tuesdays, I can offer you a little bit and a little moment with me that may turn a little bit of chaos into a little bit of calm.
Right.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for coming in because we love you and we appreciate you being here because honestly,
we do.
There are so many days you guys fill my cup, my social cup, and it's on YouTube, believe it or not. But I am so thankful to be here. And I know everybody else is here. Hey, don't forget to come back next Tuesday because we're going to be here. And check us out during the week because you're going to see Miss Ann and Sandi and Cayce and myself throughout the week over here on Round the Hay Bale Friends. We're here and we want you to join us and we will see you next week. So bye y'all. Bye.
Bye y'all. Bye.
Pickling peppers, harvesting loose. Life's better when we share it with loose. Gather round, let's get to work.